Hello YouTube, video about my Neofinetias. I have 4 of them and they are potted all differently. This one is Neofinetia falcata koka, miniature orchid with yellow flowers, very fragrant. There are only 3 species in Mother Nature. This one I grow in a basket, no media at all. She is my latest addition to my Neofinetia collection. I got it maybe 4 months ago. She adjusted very well to my conditions and growing roots very well, so I think she's happy. Next one is Neofinetia falcata, amami furan. In Japanese it means wind orchid. This picture I got from the internet because mine is still small. I received it in spring, but it has so many fans already. She's growing in Japanese style, all in moss, you can see root through. When you buy Neofinetia, it's better to get a plant with more than one fan. It will bloom sooner and will look like a little bush. I water her from the top, adding the water, and always make sure moss is slightly wet, especially all spring and summer. In winter, I will let it completely dry between watering, but not when they are in active growth. In nature, Neofinetia grow in Japan, Korea, and China. In Japan, it is a cult orchid. Another one I have is a hybrid between Neofinetia falcata and Ascacenda saxamaran sunlight. She looks bigger than Neofinetia itself, but smaller than Ascacenda plant. So I have both of her parents, Neofinetia falcata and Ascacenda saxamaran. She just finished her blooming I showed last month. This Neofinetia hybrid I grow in a basket, filled with bark, and cover it with a Spanish moss on top. I water it every 3 days, but it's still hot here in Pennsylvania. Neofinetias classified as beyondus, but I will tell you they are much easier for me than huge beyondus. There is a difference in care. Compared to beyondus, they require less light for sure. I grow them in a bright diffused light, but my vandas get almost full sun. I like them for being compact plants compared to my huge vandas. One of condition to grow them well is a good root ventilation. That's very important, like light or watering. They enjoy humidity around 60s, that's what I have here in PA. I grow them outside from May to late October, and in winter I will move them in greenhouse and keep humidity around 60. Neofinetias can grow almost in anything. This one, Neostylis bluebird, I grow with no media at all. She is a hybrid between Rhinhastylis and Neofinetia falcata. Not too often we can see indigo blue flowers in orchid world. I grow it in a basket. There is maybe a few pieces of bark left. It was growing in a pot for me, probably for 6 months. Then a year ago I moved it into basket and roots are growing like crazy. I think in my conditions and my care, she is enjoying basket way more than the pot because I like to water and I water this one every day. She is growing 2 spikes here, which makes me feel I'm doing something right. Also, they will grow very well on windowsills as long as you can provide a good air ventilation. What I like about Neofinetias, they are intermediate growers. They can take very low temperatures down to low 30s. Yeah, they might slow their growing, but they won't die for sure. They're tough. Just think where they came from. In Japan, there is very rainy spring and summer season and cold and dry winter. That's where we water them less in winter and let them dry between watering. In Japan also, Neofinetia named as samurai orchids. It has so many different shades. It might be yellow, it might be blue, it might be pink. I really want to get a cherry one soon. So to summarize care for Neofinitias, it is bright but diffused light, humidity around 60, watering more in spring and summer, less in winter, good air ventilation for roots, and of course your love and your passion. But people say they grow better when you ignore them. I cannot ignore my orchids. I looked at each and every one of them every day, twice a day. I bother them. They are my stress relief. They help me to stay sane in our busy, stressful life. Thank you so much for watching. If I forgot about something, let me know. I will happy to answer any questions. And see you until next time. Happy growing, everyone.